Citadel Bulldogs. Welcome to the Bears of Truett McConnell. I'm Dave Weinstein alongside Mike Luongo. The Bulldogs lost a close one to Michigan State. Last time we were here, an opportunity to get back on track, and for the Bears, an NAIA program, an opportunity to wrestle a D1 program.
Yeah, Dave, today isn't really about rankings or records. It's about opportunity, like you said. So for Truett McConnell, it's a chance to see where they stand against that Division I toughness and get some of that legendary Bulldog grit to maybe rub off on them a little bit.
And for the Citadel, it's an opportunity to see some fresh faces today. Multiple Bulldogs will receive their first career starts.
Yeah, rotated Citadel lineup today, but it's a chance for some of the younger Bulldogs to earn some trust from Coach Luke Welch and prove this team has the depth to really compete at the highest levels in the country.
We're going to start today at 125 pounds. Here's your projected lineup for the Truett McConnell Bears. Truett McConnell is 1-6 overall. They're 1-1 in the AAC. That's the Appalachian Athletic Conference. They will not be wrestling Mike at 197.
Yeah, tough to give up some points already going in, but that just makes the rest of these matches all the more important for Truett McConnell. They have to really, seize the opportunity here and take advantage of all the great matchups for them.
And here's your projected starting lineup for the Citadel Bulldogs. As I mentioned before, some new faces in the lineup.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see a lot of these. The Citadel Bulldogs are very, very young. A lot of redshirt freshmen on this team, a lot of true freshmen on this team, a couple sophomores who didn't get a lot of looks last season, but today will be another chance for, them to get the reps in and maybe earn future spots on this team.
Not a long series history between these two programs. They did wrestle each other back a few years ago. It was a big win for the Citadel.
Yeah, and we talked to Coach Cody Bond, and he really seemed like he idolized this program, and wants Truett McConnell to take the next step, kind of like the Citadel has done in recent years, and establish themselves in an NAIA and prove that they can hang with the big D1 boys.
There are some connections between the Citadel and Truett McConnell. Truett McConnell is led by head coach Cody Bonds. And Cody's in his second season. Familiar with wrestling in McAllister Fieldhouse against the Citadel, longtime member of App State's wrestling team, 7 years there. Had some redshirt years, medical waivers, an extra COVID eligibility year. But he's a two-time SoCon champion at 157. That was in 2021, and at 149 in 2024. Won a couple of matches in the NCAAs in 2024. He also won the SoCon Pinnacle Award that season, which is given to the student athlete with the highest GPA on the championship winning team. He was an NWCA Division I Scholar All-American in 2024. And Luke Welch, in his first season at the helm for the Citadel Bulldogs, previous 5 seasons the assistant to Ryan LeBlanc, built this program into a Southern Conference power. Before that, he was an assistant coach at Mount Olive, served as the recruiting coordinator there. Luke, a tremendous wrestler in his own right, 93-64 career record at Purdue, wrestled at 125 and 133. And in 2018, he qualified for the NCAA championships, fell 1 round shy of the All-American rounds. 32-11 record as a senior that season. Mike doing a really fine job in his first season leading the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 2 incredible young coaches. They bring that, that pedigree. Coach Welch coming from the Big Ten, and Coach Bond from App State. So they bring a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge to these teams, and great hires by both these programs.
I asked Coach Bond about going up against the Citadel, which he has so much experience in his days in App State. He said, Dejan Casto beat me in the SoCon finals in 2022. It was a fun match. Casto, of course, the assistant coach now to Luke Welch. But Coach Bond told me he got to talk to Coach Casto at the Life Open. It's always nice to see some of the Citadel guys. He said, I have a huge amount of respect for what Coach LeBlanc did and now what Coach Welch has been able to do, taking over, running with this program. Guys should watch out for them because they're a really good program, but he's just thankful for the opportunity to compete against the Citadel today and just go out and showcase the skills that they've been working on in a D1 environment.
Yeah, a lot of respect, a lot of admiration shown between these two teams. This is just a great day for wrestling, just a perfect opportunity for just 2 young teams to bring their best effort today.
And I mentioned the 2 times that Cody Bond was a SoCon champion. He also went to the NCAAs in 2022. That year he lost to Casto as a second alternate. He was the SoCon runner-up. But once again, Bonds and Casto get to face off against each other, this time from opposing benches.
Never-ending battle.
A fun fact about Cody Bonds, he ended his high school career as the only wrestler in Georgia history to make the state championships in 4 different weight classes.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, to go up a couple weight classes is so hard. You know, you're giving up so much size, and you're giving up. You know, you have that speed that can take you there, but you know, it gets to a certain point where 4 weight classes, it's 40 pounds easy you're giving up. So you know, that a ton of respect for Coach Bond and his storied career.
And now he's getting to coach at the NAIA level. He says he loves it. It's been a huge transition for him from athlete to coach, and all that entails so much more that goes into it than just showing up at practice.
And he gets to coach his younger brother as well.
Yeah, we'll see him halfway through this dual match. He's a middleweight. Chase Bond getting ready for 125 here in the start of this dual match between the Citadel and Truett McConnell. On the mat for the Citadel Bulldogs, Tyler Washburn, redshirt freshman from Naples, Florida, out of Palmetto Ridge High School. And for Truett McConnell, Tate Thomas, a junior from Ringgold, Georgia, out of Heritage High School.
Early eye poke there, Dave. Washburn. Try to blink that one out. You know, it's a big opportunity for Washburn today to get the chance to prove that he's not just Jelon Sims' backup. You know, he's got, you know, all the tools to really be a contender at 125 as well.
He's 0-1 in duels this season. Got the start in the Bloomsburg duel. Dropped the match 4-1 to Jace Schaefer. It was his first start for the Bulldogs. He's wrestled in a couple of tournaments this season as Washburn. The Southeast Open, the Lucha Open. At the Lucha Open, he wrestled several NAIA opponents. Get to do so again today against Tate Thomas. Thomas has been in the program a few years for Truett McConnell. He's technically a junior, but redshirt his freshman year, redshirt sophomore eligibility as Washburn picks up 3.
Yeah, very quick there onto that right hip of Tate Thomas. And Washburn's already looking to maybe score a couple near fall points here, trying to roll his neck over, roll his shoulders over. I apologize.
Washburn redshirted last season, wrestled only in tournaments, went 10-6. He's really talented, a 3-time state champ in Florida.
He's racking up those near fall points now, Dave. It's looking close already.
It's a 7-0 lead for Tyler Washburn. You mentioned being a backup to Jelon Sims. Like last year, he actually pinned Jelon in the wrestle-offs. Jelon got better as the year went on, came back and ended up the starter. He majored someone who beat Malik. Malik beat Washburn, so they were all going back and forth. Jelon won both matches in the wrestle-off against Washburn this season.
Yeah, that wrestling math doesn't always add up, but you know, it just goes to show that every match is so important. You know, bringing that mental game, not letting you know, someone who may have beaten you in the past, you know, jurisdict how the match is going to go. You know, that's why we're here. You know, Truett McConnell has to wrestle today, just like the Citadel does.
It's our first look at Tyler Washburn this season. Looks excellent right now against Tate Thomas in complete control.
Yeah, showing a ton of pressure from the top there. Full control of that left arm. He's going to try and roll him over again. Tate Thomas doing a good job on the bottom, staying strong.
But in trouble here.
And there's a near fall. There it is. Quick pin for Washburn.
Tyler Washburn, in his second start of the season for the Bulldogs, picks up the win by pinfall. He defeats Tate Thomas. 6 early points for the Citadel as we open up this duel.
Yeah, what a way to build some confidence for Washburn. You know, I wouldn't call it a spot start, but you know, an opportunity for him to come in and show his skills, and it'll be something he can definitely build confidence on as the season continues.
So Washburn improves to 5-5 in the season, 1-1 in duels for the Citadel Bulldogs. We get